Hi, this is Rabbi Young. Thank you so much for tuning in to the weekly video email. In the musical Fiddler on the Roof, Tevye asks his wife Goldie, um, kind of unexpectedly, "Do you love me?" You're probably already singing the song to yourself now if you know it. And Goldie at first reacts as if it's a ridiculous question. I've lived with you for 25 years. I've cooked for you. I've cleaned your house. We've raised daughters together. What's going on? You're probably just stressed out over the impending marriage of your own daughter. And he asks again and again, and she finally says, "For 25 years, I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years, my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?" The message here is that love is this experience that they've had. Love is the time that they've shared. A quarter of a century is a long time to share a home with one person. And yes, there are other people in the home, but one has been the constant. And this week's parasha, Chayei Sarah, is actually the first appearance of the Bible telling us that one person loves another. It says that Isaac loves Rebecca, and they marry, and because they get married, Rebecca is able to fill that hole in his heart where Sarah once was. Sarah died at the beginning of this week's parasha, and so by loving Rebecca, they're able to bring back that sense of being loved that his mother provided him. Now, today, when we think of love, we think of it in more of a romantic way. Most of us chose who we wanted to marry. We waited to find someone we fell in love with, and we hopefully got married happily and spent hopefully the rest of our lives with them, or maybe on the second or third try, depending on circumstances of life. In the Bible, love is not the romantic love that we think about today. It's not hearts over the head and Cupid shooting arrows and all of the stuff we see in movies. The word ahava, which is love in Hebrew, does not just mean romance. It means obligation. It means a commitment, one people to another. And when it says Isaac loves Rebecca in Chayei Sarah, it means he feels an obligation to her. Maybe because his father worked so hard to find a woman that would be acceptable for his beloved son. Maybe because she was there and she was the one who did fill that void that his mother's presence had left behind. Whatever the reason, Isaac doesn't have hearts in his eyes and floating over towards Sarah towards Rebecca like a cartoon. Isaac feels a sense of obligation to her. And when we think of love as an obligation, it can change the way we think about our marriage, our children, and our community. But I don't think it should mitigate the romance of it, because we do today understand love as something that is beautiful and fun, hopefully, and although not all the time, and something that just brings a smile to our face when we feel love and we know it, whether it's familial love or filial love or platonic love or romantic love. We feel this heartstrings and happiness, and we do from that feel obligated to that person. So I hope that as the week progresses, as our time together progresses, you understand that I love you in both senses of the word, and that I hope that you are connected to people who love you and who you love, and that we are able to find both our obligations towards each other fulfilled as well as our wonderful feelings toward each other growing. Have a wonderful week with love.